This is the Sakar Murli of the 20th of December 2023. Essence. Sweet children, you have to serve with your royal behaviour and make your intellects refined by following Srimat. You also have to give regard to the mothers. Question. Which task is only the one Father's and not that of any human being? Answer. To establish peace in the whole world is the Father's task. No matter how many peace conferences, etc. people have, there cannot be peace. When the Father, the ocean of peace, makes you children promise to remain pure, peace then becomes established. Only in the pure world is there peace. When you children explain this aspect very tactfully and with great pomp, the Father's name will be glorified. Song. I am a small child and you are the Almighty Authority. Om Shanti. This song is sung on the path of devotion because on the one side there is the influence of devotion and on the other side there is the influence of this knowledge. There is the difference of day and night between devotion and this knowledge. What is the difference? This is very easy. Devotion is the night and knowledge is the day. In devotion there is sorrow. When devotees become unhappy, they call out to God. God then has to come to remove the sorrow of those who are unhappy. So you ask the Father, is there a mistake in the drama? The Father says, yes, the big mistake is that you forget me. Who makes you forget? Maya, Ravan. The Father sits here and explains, children, this play is predestined. Heaven and hell exist in Bharat. It is only in Bharat that people say when someone dies that he has become a resident of paradise. They don't know when heaven or paradise exists. When it is heaven, human beings surely take rebirth in heaven. It is now hell, so they would surely take rebirth in hell until heaven is established. People don't know these things. One is the godly community, that is the community of Rama, and the other is the community of Ravan. In the Golden and Silver Ages, there is the community of Rama. They don't have any sorrow. They live in the cottage that is free from sorrow. Then after half a cycle, the kingdom of Ravan begins. The Father is now once again establishing the original eternal deity religion. That is the most elevated religion. There are all religions. They are holding a conference of the religions. Those of all the innumerable religions come to Bharat and hold conferences. However, what conferences would the people of Bharat who don't believe in religion have? In fact, the ancient religion of Bharat is the original eternal deity religion. There is no such thing as the Hindu religion. The highest of all is the deity religion. The law says that those of the most elevated religion should be made to sit on the gadi. Who should be made to sit in front? Sometimes they even quarrel over this seat. There was once a fight over this at the Kumbh Mela. One group said they should go first, and another group said they should go first. They quarrelled over this. You children should now explain at this conference which religion is the highest of all. They don't know that. The Father tells you that the original eternal religion was the deity religion which disappeared, and that they therefore began to call themselves Hindus. Those who live in China would not say their religion is Chinese. They make whomever they regard as the most important person the principal one, and make him sit on the gadi. According to the law, not that many can come to the conference. Only religious heads are invited. Many then argue about things. There is no one to give them advice. You are the ones who belong to the highest on high deity religion. You are now establishing the deity religion. Only you can say that the head of Bharat's main religion, which is the mother and father of all religions, should be made the most important person for this conference. He should be the one seated on the main chair. All the rest are below him. So the intellects of the main children should work on this. God sits and explains to Arjuna, that one is Sanjay. Arjuna is a charioteer. The father is the one riding in the chariot. But people think that he changed his form, entered the body of Sri Krishna and gave knowledge. However, it was not like that. There is now also Prajapita. This can be explained very clearly using the picture of the Trimurti. You definitely need the image of Shiv Baba above the Trimurti. That is a creation of the subtle region. You children understand that Vishnu is the sustainer. Prajapita Brahma is the one who establishes. Therefore his picture is also needed. This is something to be understood. It enters your intellects that there is definitely Prajapita Brahma. Vishnu is also needed. The one through whom he establishes heaven will also be the one through whom he sustains it. He carries out this establishment through Brahma. Together with Brahma, there is also Saraswati, and you many children. In fact, this one is also becoming pure from impure. So the head of the conference should be Jagadamba, the head of the original, eternal deity religion, because there is a lot of regard for the mothers. A very big mela takes place for Jagadamba. She is the daughter of Jagapita. The original eternal deity religion is now being established. The Gita episode is being repeated. That is, the same Mahabharat war is in front of us. The Father says, I come every cycle at the confluence age of the cycle to make the corrupt world elevated. Jagadamba has been remembered as the goddess of knowledge. Together with her, there are also you Ganges of knowledge. You can ask them, whom did you receive this knowledge from? Knowledge for God the Father is only one. How is he able to give you knowledge? He definitely has to take a body. So he speaks through the lotus mouth of Brahma. These mothers will sit there and explain. At the conference, they should know what the greatest religion is. No one believes that we belong to the original eternal deity religion. The Father says, when this religion has disappeared, I come and establish it once again. The deity religion doesn't exist now. The other three religions are continuing to grow. So surely the deity religion has to be established once again. then none of those religions will remain. The Father comes to establish the original eternal deity religion. Only you daughters can tell them how peace is established. The Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, is the ocean of peace, so he would surely establish peace. He is the ocean of knowledge and the ocean of happiness. People sing, "O purifier, come, come and make Bharat into the pure kingdom of Rama." He alone will make it peaceful. This is the task of the Father alone. You claim an elevated status by following his directions. The Father says those who belong to me and who study Raj Yoga and make a promise for purity will become the masters by saying, "Baba, I will become pure and claim the inheritance for 21 births." They will become pure from impure. Lakshmi and Narayan are pure beings, the most elevated ones of all. The pure world is now being established once again. You are holding a conference for peace, but human beings will not bring about peace. That is the task of the Father, the ocean of peace. Eminent people attend conferences. Many become delegates, and so they have to be advised. Father shows Son. The grandchildren of Shiv Baba and the children of Brahma are goddesses of knowledge. God gave them knowledge. Human beings study the knowledge of the scriptures. If you explain with such pomp, they will enjoy themselves a great deal. You definitely have to create a method. On the one side is their conference, and on the other side is your conference with a lot of pomp. The pictures are very clear, and people will also understand very quickly from them that their occupations are different from this one's occupation. It isn't that all are the same, no. The parts of all the religions are different. They get together and carry on working for peace. They say religion is might. However, who is the one who has the most power? He is the one who comes and establishes the foremost deity religion. Only you children know this. Day by day you children continue to receive points. You should also have the power to explain them. A yogi would have very good power. Baba says, "I only love Jnani souls." This doesn't mean that he doesn't love yogi souls. Those who are Jnani would surely also be yogi. You have yoga with the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul. Without yoga there cannot be dana. Those who don't have yoga don't have dana either, because they have a lot of body consciousness. The Father explains, you have to change your devilish intellects into divine intellects. It is God the Father who makes those with stone intellects into those with divine intellects. Ravan comes and makes you into those with stone intellects. Their name is the devilish community. They say in front of the deity idols, "I have no virtues. I am lustful, a cheat." You mothers can explain very well. You have to have that much enthusiasm and courage to share knowledge. You have to explain such things in the big gatherings. Mama is the goddess of knowledge. Brahma is never called the god of knowledge. Saraswati's name is remembered. Whatever someone's name is, that name is kept. The name of the mothers has to be glorified. Some brothers have a lot of body consciousness. They think, are we Brahma Kumaris not gods of knowledge? Oh, but Brahma himself does not call himself the god of knowledge. The mothers have to be given a lot of regard. It is these mothers who will change your lives. They are the ones who change human beings into deities. There are mothers and also Kumaris. No one understands the meaning of a half Kumari. Although they are married, they are Brahma Kumaris. These things are so wonderful. Those who are to claim the inheritance from the Father do understand this. But what would those who don't have it in their fortune understand? Status is definitely number-wise. There some will be maids and servants, whereas others will be subjects. Subjects too are needed. The human world will continue to expand, and so subjects will also continue to increase. Those who consider themselves to be the main ones should remain prepared for when such conferences take place. Those who don't have this knowledge are like infants. They don't have that much of an intellect, that is wisdom. Although they may be older physically, they don't have that much of an intellect. They are still young. The intellects of some are very good. Everything depends on the intellect. Even young ones go ahead. Some have a lot of sweetness in their way of explaining. They speak in a very royal manner. It would be understood that that one is a refined child. One is still revealed through one's behaviour. The behaviour of you children should be very royal. You shouldn't perform any unroyal task. Those who defame the name cannot claim a high status. When some of you defame Shiv Baba's name, the Father also has the right to tell you. Acha. To the sweetest beloved, long lost and now found children, love, remembrance and good morning from the Mother, the Father, Bapdada. The spiritual father says Namaste to the spiritual children, and the spiritual children say Namaste to the spiritual father. And now we have a night class. You children now understand that you are embodied souls who are sitting personally in front of the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul. This is called an auspicious meeting. It is remembered God Vishnu is the one who brings auspicious omens. There are now the auspicious omens of the meeting. God gives you the inheritance of the Vishnu clan. This is why he is called God Vishnu, the one who brings auspicious omens. The meeting, when the Father meets you living human beings, is very beautiful. You also understand that you have now become the children of God in order to claim the inheritance from God. You children know that after receiving the inheritance from God, you receive the inheritance of deities. That is, you take rebirth in heaven. Therefore the mercury of happiness of you children should remain high. There is no one as happy or as fortunate as you children. There cannot be anyone in the world as fortunate as the Brahmin clan. The Vishnu clan is the second number. That is the lap of the deities. You now have God's lap, which is higher. The Diwala temple is the temple of God's lap. Similarly, there is also the Amber temple. The temple doesn't show as much of the confluence age. The Diwala temple shows the confluence age. Other human beings cannot have as much understanding as you children have. Even the deities don't have the understanding that you Brahmins have. You are confluence-aged Brahmins. Those people sing the praise of the Brahmins of the confluence age. It is said Brahmins then become deities. Salutations to such Brahmins. It is only Brahmins who do the service of changing hell into heaven. Baba says Namaste to such Brahmins. Acha. Good night. Essence for Dana 1. In order to be loved by God, become Jnani and Yogi. Don't be body conscious. 2. Have the enthusiasm and courage to speak knowledge. Show the Father through your behaviour. Speak with great sweetness. Blessing. May you become fortunate by transforming any suffering of karma into karma yoga and becoming an instrument for doing service. Do not feel that your karmic accounts are obstructing your attainment on your path of making effort. Do not let your body prevent you from doing service. Fortunate souls become instruments for one or another type of service, even at a time of suffering of the karma. Whether the suffering of karma is little or large, do not expand on its story. To speak about it means to waste your time and energy. A yogi life means to transform any suffering of karma into karma yoga. This is a sign of being fortunate. Slogan. When you have mercy and good wishes in your vision, all vision of insult and arrogance will then finish. Om Shanti.